This video, I show you exactly what I would do if I lost everything and I had to go to $10,000 a month in my detailing business. This is exactly what I would do, step by step. I show you two different ways to do it, and I break them down step by step, and I break them down in a lot of detail. So if you want to watch the full thing and learn a lot of value and get a lot of value from it, then keep watching. But if you're someone that has a little bit of money, you don't want to do the free stuff that takes a lot of time and effort, right? Then go ahead and start this video at this point. That's going to be the best use of your time. However, if you're someone with no money, then watch the beginning of the video all the way to the end. And at the end, I show you how to mix both of these ways together to build your detailing business to 10K a month in the quickest, most efficient way possible, getting to 10K a month in no longer than 6 to 9 months. If you do everything I say in this video, you will get to $10,000 a month in your business maximum within a year. So if you listen to everything in this video, you watch it through, you're going to get a lot of value. There are two ways to grow your detailing business. One is going to be low cost, slow, right? This is going to take you approximately 1 to 2 years of grind to get to 10K a month. Then there's going to be the second way to get to it, and that's going to be high cost, quick, right? There's no such thing as get rich quick, right? That's not a thing. Anybody promising you that is just BS. But there are ways to do things quicker, and this is one of those ways, right? So I'm going to break down both of them for you, show you the advantages of which one you should choose, disadvantages of choosing a certain one, and based on your situation, I'm going to give you the one you should actually go with. It's important you don't skip around in this video because if you do, you're literally not going to learn a single thing and you're going to mess things up. So if you want to know how to actually get to 10K a month, just tune in, listen, grab your popcorn, grab a drink, grab some food maybe, and just watch this video and let's teach you how to grow your detailing business, right? Let's start with the first way, low cost and slow, right? This is going to involve business cards, handing them out, networking, outreach, social media, door knocking, and investing in mini courses to learn how to market your business, right? Those are pretty efficient ways to start if you have no money at all. So, the first thing with business cards, how are you actually going to implement these business cards? So, the thing that most people mistake with business cards is they try to just hand them out to anybody or leave them on cars, and that's just not a way to do it. Instead, what you should be doing with business cards is going to multiple businesses that are around your area that people with cars would visit, like AutoZone, things like that, and pretty much leaving your cards there. Talking to the business owners, a lot of these places will let you leave your business cards. Also, like local post offices, things like that. Be creative with your business cards. Go to networking events, which brings us on to the second point. Another way to grow your detailing business completely free is going to be networking with other people. Don't overcomplicate this. People really overcomplicate starting off with detailing. There's no secret strategy, right? It's either hustle or it's money. And I'm going to show you both of them. So when it comes to networking, there are network events. If you live in an area that like California, like if you live in California, there are so many networking events. Just go to them, right? There are paid ones, there are free ones. Look for them, go to them, network with other business owners, and then you can kind of mix these two together. So you can mix networking and handing out business cards as one. Third thing is going to be outreach. This is another place where a lot of detailers mess up as well. I'm not talking about just calling random people on the phone and saying, "Hey, do you want a detail for your car?" That's ridiculous. What I'm talking about is outreaching to dealerships, right? Seeing if dealerships want their cars cleaned. What dealerships care about is cheapness. They just want the cheapest guy, right? So if you're starting off and you just want, you want a guaranteed 10, 15 cars, call your local dealerships that are family owned, small dealerships. Call them up, see if they want to work with a detailer, go down and visit them, maybe even actually visiting them in person. Those are great ways to start getting some clientele. Another thing with outreach is if you live in an area like Miami or California, where Miami is a city, California is a state, I know. But if you live in those areas where it's very populated and there's a lot of influencers on Instagram, reach out to them. Reach out to influencers, see if you can work something out, or just reach out to people with nice cars. Comment on their post, reach out to them, ask them about it, and see if they're open to getting a job done or if you can at least get a piece of content from it, right? This is another great thing. Which brings us on to social media. Now, social media is a place that you can use pretty much completely free. You can post your content, and worst case, you'll get a couple hundred views, right? So, posting on social media can be a great way to start if you have no money, but you want to reach a large amount of people. If you are just starting out, this is the best way to perform social media if you're just starting out is going to be to just volume, like focus on volume, posting as much as possible. We all suck in the beginning. No one is just great at social media. So you become good at it after you post a lot of videos. Think about it this way: if your first 50 posts were going to suck anyway, wouldn't you rather get them out of the way as quickly as possible? Or would you rather, have those 50 posts sit there for years until you get them out, right? So think of it that way. In the beginning, social media is a numbers game. This will be very useful for you. Another thing is door knocking. Although I don't recommend this because with technology and social media nowadays, your time is much better spent networking and reaching out to people and handing out business cards with those networking events than it is spent door knocking. But it's still an option, so I'm gonna leave it there. If you're someone that's super awkward, this is not going to be a good option for you, right? If you don't know how to talk to people, I wouldn't recommend this, right? Start off by doing the first three first, then kind of move on to the fifth one. If you're someone that's really good at talking or you have sales experience, you might actually want to do door knocking, right? That's going to be a really good thing for you to start you off and get you some clientele, right? Now, the last thing, if you're just starting off, investing in like $20, $50 courses is a great idea. I don't know why people hate courses so much. I'm not talking about those $3,000 scam courses. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those 20 to 50 to $100 courses that will show you how to become a more efficient and better detailer overall, or show you how to market your business. This is a really good thing to do to be able to get more knowledge because you're doing everything on your own here, right? The low cost, slow option is slow for two reasons. First off, you're not spending any money on marketing or advertising, which we'll get into. And second off, you have no one there to guide you. So you're just on your own. So courses, watching YouTube channels, watching videos like this is a really good way to spend your time. Now, if you do this for a year to 2 years, bare minimum, if you actually do this, bare minimum, you'll be at 3 to 5K a month. That is a bare minimum. But if you actually do this correctly in the way I'm going to tell you right now, you should get to 10K a month in no longer than 2 years. It shouldn't take you that long at all, right? So the first thing I recommend you do if you're just starting off, if you're in an area where networking is possible, that is the first thing I'm going to tell you to do. Network with as many people as possible. Go buy 150 business cards or 200 flyers or something like that, and then go network with as many people as possible. That's going to be your best bet. A busy, fast area. This is what you want to do. Networking events. Go to paid ones as well, right? I know you can't afford the like $10,000 masterminds. I'm not talking about that, but go to paid networking events, go to free networking events, just look for them, go to them, talk to other business owners. You have no idea how one person can literally change the entire course of your business. They can get you to 10K a month. One connection could get you 10K a month in 3 months, right? It's that powerful. So you want to be doing this. Don't hand out business cards. Don't leave them on cars. Just don't do it. It's a waste of time and money. These business cards are getting thrown in the trash. When you go to networking events, that chance of them getting thrown in the trash is a little bit less now, right? So use them efficiently. If you're someone that lives in an area that's not very fast, you're in a small town area, then this isn't going to work for you. You can still network to a small degree, but you want to be doing things like door knocking or social media using Facebook and Instagram. That's going to be your best bet. Just make sure when you're posting the content, you're tagging your location so that your content is getting posted to the right audience, not just people all over the United States, right? So if you live in a small town area, door knocking is going to be a very good thing because people probably already heard about you or know you, and you'll start making some noise like, hey, did you hear about this kid Max? He's been running a detailing business, and that'll get the word of mouth going, right? So if you live in a small town area, these two are what you want to be focusing on. But this is the plan for you. If you're someone in the fast-paced area, the first thing you're going to do is buy some business cards. Then I want you to go to as many networking events as possible, and I want you to be posting on social media, right? Forget the outreach for now. Do these three things first: business cards, networking, and then post on social media. Once you start to get a little bit of noise and you start making a few posts, then I want you to start outreaching to certain individuals in your area that have nice cars or influencers that you could possibly network with, right? And get things going quickly. And I highly advise you, after you get a couple of grand from your detailing business, go ahead and put some money into a course that can show you how to market it or how to just be a better detailer. Afterwards, or sorry, the second thing, if you're someone in a small town area, then your plan is going to look a little bit different. At this point, what I want you to do is do door knocking first, right? You're going to go ahead and grab some business cards, you're gonna go to some nice neighborhoods in your area or just any neighborhood, and you're going to start door knocking. And then the last thing I want you to do is social media. Post on social media on Facebook, be active in Facebook groups, things like that. Small town area, think of that, right? Here's the thing. If you don't have money, you better be willing to grind, because this getting to 10K a month is not, it's simple, but it's not easy, right? It's so simple, because if you do what I just told you and you do this consistently every single day for the next year, it's going to be really hard to not reach this, right? So again, getting to 10K a month, how important is that to you? If it is, then you want to be doing some of these things. Now, if you're someone that's like, dude, I have a couple $1,000s, I am not about to do all this stuff, I want to do this quicker, then we're going to get into the second way to grow your business. High cost, quick, right? This is a much more efficient way to grow your business overall, much more efficient. So this is the one that you want to be using. If you have a couple grand saved up, you already have your equipment, you have some clientele already, you're probably at 3, 4K a month at this point. You want to be starting here. I wouldn't recommend starting here. But at the end, I'm going to show you how to use both of these. If you're someone starting off from straight zero, I'm going to show you the best, fastest, and most efficient approach to get to 10K a month as well. First off, I'm just breaking down these two. Second, high cost, quick option. With this option, now you're getting into a little bit more complicated things, right? You're getting into advertising, you're getting into possible mentorship, which I highly recommend. You're getting into having a website and high level networking. So I'll tell you what I mean by high level networking. I'm sure some of you were wondering why these two were on the same thing. Um, so when it comes to advertising, you have two different options. You have Google and you have Facebook, right? Or Meta in this case, just to make things easier. When it comes to Google, it's going to be intent marketing. So you're using someone's intention to sell a service to them. When it comes to Facebook advertising or Meta, that's using interrupt marketing. So you're interrupting someone's experience to be in front of them, right? They're not on the app to buy something, they're on the app to be entertained, and you're interrupting them. If you have a small budget when it comes to detailing, I recommend you start with Google first, because that's going to give you a much cheaper approach and much higher quality leads than Meta's going to than Meta's going to give you, right? But if you're someone that has a little bit more money and you want to advertise services like ceramic coatings and tinting, things like that, then I would start with Meta, because Meta is going to get you higher quality leads for those types of people, right? So when it comes to advertising, what should you start with? Your budget should be anywhere between 15 to about $20 a day, right? So you want to be about $15, $20 a day starting off when it comes to your advertising. Now, when it comes to advertising, there's two different ways to do it. There's doing it by your own, risking losing everything, or you could get a mentor and do some. Worst case, you lose a couple $100 on ads, right? When you try to do everything on your own, it most of the time you have no experience, no real life experience in doing it. So even if you watch YouTube, even if you invested in mini courses, doing it on your own, your lack of experience is gonna hit you here, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a loss of money, right? But if you're someone that just has enough money just to run ads and you don't have a mentor, I highly recommend getting into courses, right? Get a small course, learn how to do it before you step into this. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of money. Now, let's get into the second thing, hiring a mentor. Why is this so important, right? And just don't take it just from me as someone who is a mentor, right? Take it from multiple people who are in business. How many times have you heard about hiring a mentor? Do you know anybody who's super wealthy, super rich that hasn't had a mentor? No, there isn't anybody, because this is the quickest way to success. When you're with someone that already's done what you want to do, they're already making 30, 40K a month with detailing, right? And like they're literally at a level where you want to be at. If you join them, don't you think that'll give you a much better chance of success than if you were to be on your own, right? So find someone that's at the level that you are at, or that you want to be, sorry. Find someone that's already achieved your goals or has plenty of results achieving your goals, and get that person to mentor you. This can be a little bit of a cost, but it's much, much worth it, right? Much, much worth it. That's definitely in the dictionary somewhere. Those are great words. Anyway, it's very worth it to get a mentor, right? It took me 2 years of grind, barely making 5, 6K a month on my own. And then literally within 6 months of joining a mentor, I hit 30K a month in 6 months, right? So if that tells you anything. Third thing is going to be having a website or landing page. Especially if you're going to do Google Ads, you want to have a landing page, because without a landing page, you might as well say goodbye to your money with Google Ads, because call only ads do not work that well for detailing from my experience. So you want to have some form of landing page or website built to be able to book people, right? And have them submit their quotes to you. The way you set this up for advertising, the way I recommend, is you run lead search ads. Do your keyword research, what keywords people are looking up, run lead search ads to a landing page, not a website in the beginning. Don't spend 2 grand on a website if you're not making 5, 6K a month already, right? Run a simple landing page on Wix or GoDaddy and run $15 to $20 a day lead search campaigns to that landing page, targeting keywords that you want to show up for. Avoid keywords like car wash and car cleaning. They're very cheap leads. You want keywords like detailing, interior detailing, polishing, waxing, things like that. And then the last part, this is high level networking. High level networking involves being in mentorship groups and investing in a little bit higher courses, right? Trust me, I've bought $2,000-$3,000 courses, and they're mostly all BS and they're a scam. But one thing I did learn from I bought a $2,000 trading course when I wanted to get into trading, and the course was just all free information. But I got in contact with someone who had a Discord group who just shared all their live trades, and they were able to share their live trades with me, and I made like 2 grand, and then I decided to trade on my own and lost like four. So but to give you a basic rundown, I invested in a 2K course that gave me access to this person that was making millions trading, right? So sometimes investing in courses is actually high level networking instead of just relying on the course content, because you usually with courses you come in you get to come into a group, or with mentorship same thing. They put you in a little group of people who are already seeing the success that you want to see, and sometimes you get really high net worth individuals in those groups, that can pretty much show you exactly what to do, even if the actual mentorship or networking sucks, which is why this approach is much quicker, much more efficient, even if it ends up failing. Because if this fails, you'll learn a lot more than if this fails, because here you're on your own, right? When here, you have people around you. So those are the two ways to grow your detailing business: the high cost, quick, and efficient option, and then the low cost, slow, but free option that most of us need to start with. So I promise to show you the exact roadmap to get to from zero to $10,000 a month, is if I was going to do it. So let me show you what I would do. If I started with absolutely nothing, this is exactly what I would do to get to $10,000 a month in my detailing business. Let's get started. The first path I'd go down is the low cost, low option. I don't have the money to invest in mentorship or advertising, right? So we're not going to start here. We're going to start right over here, low and slow, right? And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a batch of business cards. That's number one. Second thing I'm going to look into, if I'm in a high, fast-paced area, I'm going to look into networking events. I'm going to go to as many of those as I possibly could. I'm going to set aside a couple $100 budget to be able to afford some networking events that require like $30 tickets, things like that, right? That's the second thing I'm going to do. And then I'm going to focus on my social media, posting only cars that I want to attract. I'm going to do this with networking. I'm going to offer my services for free to certain individuals that have nice cars, and I'm going to start a network with them, give them a great result so that they refer me to more people and start creating word of mouth. And then I'm going to post them on social media showing people that I do high quality cars, right? I'm going to get like 3, 4 high quality cars and make like 20 pieces of content on those. And that's what I'm going to use on my social media. With this, if I do this for about 3, 4 months, I should already be at 3 to 4K a month. There should be no way, if you do this correctly, you're not at 3 to 4K a month. So that's exactly what I'm going to do to get 3 to 4K a month. The next thing I would do is I would get a mini course into advertising that shows me a little bit about ads. And this is where we're going to take our step into getting to the high cost, quick option. Instead of it taking me 1 to 2 years getting to 10K a month doing this, it's going to take me about 3, 4 months to get to 3K a month. And then I'm going to jump over to here where it's only going to take me another 6 months max to get to this goal, right? So overall, I brought my time down to 9 months instead of a year to 2 years, right? And that's worst case. Sometimes you can get to 10K a month in 3 months doing one of these, right? After I have spent a little bit of money on advertising and I've made some form of return, and now I understand a little bit of ads, I'm then going to find a mentor. Now, the reason I say you want to know a little bit about advertising before finding a mentor is if you have no clue about advertising, you can easily get scammed. And so you want to know a little bit about this before you jump into mentorship. Because if you just jump straight into hiring an agency or hiring a mentor and you have no clue about advertising, there are a lot of people out there just looking for money grabs that'll promise you the world and not deliver on what they're giving you, right? Or what they're promising you. So make sure you have a little bit of knowledge about this, whether it's YouTube or courses, before you jump into mentorship. So anyway, I would buy that course, run a little bit of money into ads, make some form of return, or maybe lose money, just understanding ads a little bit. And then after I feel like I've understood ads for a little bit, maybe a month into this, I would then look for a mentor. And now I know what to look for. So if a mentor tells me, yeah, I can get you a 10K a month in 2 months using ads, I know that's bullshit, right? So I'm going to go ahead and not choose that person and I'm going to move on. Or if someone's being like really pushy, like, yeah, you got to do this, man, you got to invest in mentorship, I'd also avoid them, right? No. When picking out a mentor, two things to watch out for is lifestyle versus value. If someone is posting lifestyle videos instead of value, right? What a V that is. But if someone is posting lifestyle videos instead of value, their mentorship probably sucks. They're selling you a lifestyle. They're not giving you value. They're not giving value into the world. They're just selling a lifestyle, making you see what they're doing and the success they have and flaunting this amazing lifestyle, and then you get into their mentorship and find out all their life is funded by selling some course, right? It's actually, they don't even know how to mentor. So just some red flags to watch out for. If you want to invest in a mentor, look for someone that's actually posting valuable content. And if you relate to that valuable content, that's the person you should go with. If you don't go with them. Next, I would have a good landing page built out. If the mentorship program that you invest in doesn't have a landing page that they give you, I would move on to make my own landing page. And I would do this through a website called Go High Level. Go High Level looks like this, right? So whoops, I'm not gonna give that person's info up. But Go High Level looks like this. If you want to know more details about this, just message me on Instagram or comment below. I'll give you more. This video is focused on this though, so I'll make another video on that. But I would use Go High Level to create a landing page and have a CRM so I'm able to keep track of my customers. And then finally, I would get into high level networking. Once I have some success, once I'm at like 5, 6K a month, this is probably this at this point in the time frame, we are like 6 to 7 months. After I have some experience and some knowledge, and I've seen some success, I would start to network with other detailers. I'll start to network with tint shops to see if they can, if we can exchange value. Like, hey, I'll refer people over to you for tints if you refer people over to me for details. Like if somebody's car looks scratched up and swirl marked, let them know about me, right? And I'll refer people over to you about tints if they're looking for that. So start networking, creating relationships with people, and give value to other people without expecting anything back. That's the greatest tip to networking. Give value without expecting anything back, and you'll get something back. Pretty much at this point, once I have the network of 3, 4 people, 3, 4 killers just like me with a good mentality, I'm in a mentorship program. My mentor is really good, giving me advice, telling me exactly what to do in my business. Two months of this, and I'm at 10K per month. At this point, I'm probably at 15, 20K per month, right? Now, I'm telling you guys, if I had to restart from zero and zero knowledge, if I started from zero, I would do this in about 3 months, right? But if I started from $0 and zero knowledge, then it would take me about 6 to 9 months to get to 10K a month. And that's a realistic time frame. So if you follow through with what I just told you in this video, realistically, you should be able to reach 10K a month in about 6 to 9 months. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you like these types of videos where it's just raw videos, just game without any edits, without any fancy fluff or anything like that, yeah, subscribe over here to the YouTube channel, and I'll be making a lot more of these. If you want me to make something else, let me know. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a valuable night. Hope you have a great night, and let's get back to the grind.